Alright. Let's share it up. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Ground, high risk. I think ground is typically going to be high risk anyways. Threllum, that could be fine. That could be fine in the ground, high risk. Spore, not the Giga Drain one, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't like this Breloom, but it's my Quick Claw Mon too. I don't actually like that being my Quick Claw Mon. I wish I had a Quick Claw Water or something. Let's see. It's actually Breloom 4, okay. Breloom 4, X-Cloud 4. Not ideal against ground either. I mean, I'll take a Snorlax 8. A little bit scary with ground high risk, but I think it could still work. We just gotta have something to hit the steels or the rocks. But I mean, overall, obviously, amazing Mon. Just don't get fissured. I mean, that's probably what we're leading right now if we had to. Spore Breloom next to the Snorlax is kind of interesting, but yeah, for Alligator should be fine, especially 31 IV. Gator 4. No, wait, Ace is 3. No, Ace is 4, okay. Alright, okay. Dusclops is interesting. I don't know if we're gonna take it. It's interesting for the fighting matchup. Dusclops 4. Why is this? Oh no, it's 3, 3, 3. Okay. I don't think we're taking that. Ooh, and a Slow King. Well, that's interesting. Slow King 2. That is interesting. With Surf. Against ground high risk. It's annoying though. I would actually have preferred a Slow King with, so like, yeah, against like Donphan I'm not KOing. I am not outspeeding. Like 2, I have a chance, but like that's where for Alligator just you gotta just hit the pumps. I guess you could hit the beam. I could also lead something other than Snorlax, but I almost feel like I like leading Snorlax. I don't know. Just kinda curious. Like, okay, yeah, like, Houndoom will just, like, Oko. Like, okay, those electrics. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, actually has more HP than Building, I didn't realize that. Okay, so yeah, we can kind of KO some of those electrics for Alligator. We could take Dusclops in the back. That would be troublesome against some of the steels and rocks. We could even take Breloom, as weird as that sounds. I don't know if I love that, though. Maybe we do just take Slowking in the back as insurance, and it's like a fighting switch-in for Snorlax. Obviously, electrics are a little annoying, but the electrics... yeah, they're not killing Slowking. How is that 77 to 91? Oh, magnet. Right. I'm trying to think what we would lose to. I mean, yeah, I feel like we take Slowking in the back as insurance, and we swap it out for something. I don't think I want to risk it on some of these other mons. Dust Ops is kind of interesting for fighting, but I don't know if I trust... It's interesting for Boom, too, for ground high risk. Not for Fissure. I don't know, if for Alligator, if something crazy happens, I think we just... Yeah, I think we just take the for Alligator. Actually, we could take a ground in the back. That could be useful. I don't want to keep for Alligator in the back, because it can't switch into fighting, and... Nidoking Ursaring. I think this is a pretty clear pump and frustration. Yeah, I mean, obviously all the Nidokings are dead. Nidoking 4 doesn't KO. Ursaring 2 does not KO with Double Edge, that's fine. Snorlax, how much do we do with the Thrust? 231, even countered on 231 we don't die. And then we could kill with a Hydro. So, I think that's fine. Get 2-shot. Can't get 2-shot by Big Break, that's fine. I think that's pretty clear. There's no, yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can do. We're not gonna swap the Slowking on a Double Edge or something. That doesn't make any sense. And we're not gonna Ice Beam the Nidoking and let it like get a Horn Drill off. Gotta hit. Always gotta hit. Another ground type in the back. So I think Slowking should be fine against these last two. Kind of what it is. Steelix, yeah, I think we should be fine against it. Does Double Edge the Feraligatr, that's unfortunate. So it took about, yeah. Okay, nice. It's only got like 20 left, so... If Steelix... Okay, so Ursaring double-edged, and they're both adamant, so we really can't figure anything out from that. Does an Ace kill? Because it could be Bright Powder Ursaring 4. Ace actually does pick it up, so we are going to Ace that. And leave the Steelix, I think. But I think if Steelix is the last mon, it won't boom. And then Snorlax will just Shadow Ball it. Do we ever, if Steelix gets a Quick Claw, could it KO for Alligator right now? With like Double Edge or something? I'm just trying to think if we Thrust the Ursaring. Probably Thrusting the Ursaring is probably fine, actually. So, because Ursaring could actually be Quick Claw and KO the Feraligatr. So yeah, I think we do actually Thrust the Ursaring. I think that's the scary thing. Yeah. Slide. We're gonna keep the Feraligatr alive. Just Thrust. Saw kill with Earthquake. But now it won't. I'm just thinking if it somehow did Quick Claw Earthquake, then Quick Claw Boom. I don't think it would boom, and I have 2 left, but I didn't want to take a chance. Let's see what the next phrase is. No type. Slow and steady. Okay, Slowking could be good against that. We might just keep. Um, I don't think it's worth it to have Steelix in the back. I think having Slowking for fighting is still worth it. I don't think it makes sense to double up on the normals or Nidoking. So I think we just kind of have to keep. Thanks, Beebreeze. Ingrain, okay. If you want to use Ingrain, I'm fine with that. Slow and steady guy. Regice Armaldo. Okay. Armaldo's scary always. Regice T-Bolt's scary. So Armaldo has no slow and steady moves. Regice is likely to be 3 or 4, so it's probably going to T-Wave the Feraligatr, unfortunately. I mean, I really just kind of hope Armaldo's not 1 if it's... So, Armaldo 4 is going to either Double Edge Feraligatr or Double Edge Salax, and if I am slower by 2 points. If I Belly Drum, then I mean, I'd love to Belly Drum on the Regice, but if I Belly Drum, I'm going to get rocked by Double Edge. Slowking is a speed tie, unfortunately, and that kind of sucks because it could just keep Double Edging that slot. Regice, because Regice is going to T-Wave it. Or T-Bolt, sorry. And it is also slower, or faster by 1. That's dang. Well, what's Snorlax do though? Do I just 2-shot this? Yeah, sometimes. And not Regice 4. Yeah, definitely not Regice 4. Oh man, I'd love to Belly Drum right now. I honestly kind of wonder if I do Belly Drum. And just hope I can take out the Armaldo with, I mean, hope I hit my pump. I don't know. I mean, Regice is gonna T-Wave. Almost guaranteed. It's interesting that I guess that Regice 4 can't really do too much to Feraligatr either. I could always... I mean, am I... Okay, also, am I thick, fat, or immunity? I am immunity, unfortunately. Gosh. Why can't I be thick, fat? So Snorlax against Armaldo. Well, yeah, there's nothing. I mean, I'd have to double. I'd have to go Shadow Ball. Honestly, maybe I do Shadow Ball. I can't crit it, unfortunately, but I could lower its Spadaf, in which case Slowking would KO if I had to. But I don't think any damage on Regice really matters right now. I can't Rock Slide either, I don't have it, so... Man, Crunch and Rock Slide, I guess Ice Beam can be pretty useful sometimes. I think whether 3 or 4 is better. Armaldo 2... Also doesn't 2-shot me, thankfully. I guess Armaldo 2 wouldn't be that, man. I think I do Shadow Ball the Armaldo and forget the Regice for now. I think Snorlax can beat it. We could also T-Wave the Regice, potentially. We just gotta hit our pump. That's really bad. Oh, it actually just T-Bolts. That could be good if Armaldo doesn't hit the Feraligatr. Okay, didn't crit. Okay, yeah, that actually is fine, I think. We didn't lower its Spadaf. So that, we don't know anything about the Armaldo, but it is Quick Claw, which is unfortunate. Quick Claw Earthquake might KO Feraligatr, 118. Well, Regice is definitely going to T-Bolt that slot, unfortunately. I'm really surprised it didn't T-Wave. That's actually kind of crazy. Is it a triple Slow and Steadymon in the back? I mean, it could be No. Then it would have to be Regice like 6, because 1 would have probably set up Amnesia. That's wild. It didn't roll the T-Wave. I mean, so it's either 1 or 3. No, it's either... It's very likely to be... I guess it's still likely to be 3 or 6. It's unlikely to be 1. We kind of just have to hit the pump. And I guess we'll rest with Snorlax. I don't know. So if it's Brick Breaker Armaldo... The problem is... Yeah, we kind of have to rest. Well, okay. So Armaldo 2 does not see a kill. Armaldo 3 does see a kill sometimes with Earthquake. But even with the Earthquake chip, and that didn't Swords Dance, so it's very likely to be Armaldo 3, I think. Or, sorry, 2. In which case, it would Ancient Power. No, it can never see a kill. Okay. I just don't want to get Brick Breaked and then Guaranteed Die, because we have to have Snorlax to beat the Regice, unfortunately. So we kind of have to rest and hit this pump. Okay, we're gonna die to the Regice. Lantern, I think that should be fine. So the question is, do we just double the Lantern and take it out? Because Snorlax should beat all the Regices? I think that's a yes. Although it actually is... So it might be Lantern 1 then. I think it actually has to be Lantern 1, which means it could be Regice 6. So Lantern 1 with Surf is actually not scary. So do we T-Wave the Regice? Could it attract me actually though? Is that annoying? It can attract the Snorlax, which is kind of annoying. But if Slowking 2 has to be Lantern 1, that really can't do anything. I mean, taking out the Lantern would... It just says 2-shot. I mean, yeah, Regice just cannot beat Snorlax. So, like, why don't we just take out the Lantern? Because I feel like Attract stuff could just make us lose. So let's go Psychic and Frustration. Does that kill the Lantern? Return does 45. And Psychic does 54. Yeah, it does actually kill. It just goes Surf, thank goodness. No crit. No paralysis. Get some Shell Bell, that's not going to save us. Let's T-Wave it, and let's Thrust. Wow, that did save us. That's hilarious. Okay. Hitting 1 out of 2 pumps. That's, I mean, that's what we needed. Okay, so... We really want some speed on this team. Flying, no phrase. So, I'm worried about taking... A flying could be good in the back, potentially. Gator Earthquake, actually. I'm worried about taking... Regice... we could even take Armaldo, but I mean, we have Ice Beam for like, we have Ice Beam for Salamances. I guess a Zapdos would be kind of nasty though. Do we have to take Regice for the Zapdos play? Because we do 2-shot it and it doesn't do much, but it's probably just gonna rip me. It doesn't kill Slowking, but I mean it's kind of horrible. And then what if it was like a Skarmory next to it or something? I mean, Regice is probably better than Slowking. It's just not against fighting, but against there's no flying fighting types. So I mean, Regice probably is better here, and we can always swap it out if we have to. And we can always just take a flying type to deal with fightings, maybe. I think we do take it over the Slowking. Although, yeah, because if it's like a Moltres, or a Arrow, we could just take it out with Slow, or with for Alligator, I guess. I guess we'll take the Regice. I mean, we were probably gonna swap the Slowking eventually, anyways, so I think just swapping it now is fine. Ursaring Mence, okay. Probably gonna EQ. Okay, hold on. It was 6. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So... unfortunately... Regice 6, 108. Yeah, it's slower than Earthring, of course. So, for Alligator 4, though, I don't even know. Do we pick up all the Menses? Yes, we do. We should. Okay. So, I think what we do, and I guess Element 6, we don't. But, is that okay? Or is that trouble? So, we could actually double it. The thing I'm thinking about... Okay, so if Ursaring has Earthquake... Well... it's gonna do like 25, that's fine. I'm just kind of wondering if we get Regice in. I guess after the Earthquake, Ursaring's gonna see a KO, which is a little troubling. Because, like, swapping... I guess we could Thrust... Well, we could Thrust the Earth. It's a flying type in the back, too. So, what's kind of annoying about that is that... do we just take out the Ursaring? Because he's gonna just keep Earthquaking. That's actually really annoying. Because it's a flying type in the back. Guaranteed. So, do we ever go... That's really annoying. He's literally just going to keep Earthquake. If he has it. It could be an It could be a no Earthquake Ursaring. But then the chance that... I feel like flying types are fast, so the chance that they outspeed and KO me, especially if Salamence gets a move off, is probably pretty high. Not for Alligator. It's, Salamence. It's no phrase. I mean, so like Salamence 7 could do big damage or something like that. Resetting Intim on Snorlax could be useful. Yeah, maybe resetting Intim on Snorlax is useful, because could we 1v1 an Ursaring who's just... I guess we could 1v1 an Ursaring who's just Earthquaking. So as long as Feraligatr or Regice can pick up the flying type, we'd be fine. Oh, maybe that's the play. I'm going to reset Intimidate. Okay, goes for the Regice. That's actually better. And that guarantees that we should KO this Mence, too. Okay, let's see what flying type it is. Articuno, that should be coming. Oh my gosh. Freddy Fazbean. In the wild. How much does that Dragonclaw do? That's 76 against Regice 6. Freddy Fazbean probably sees a KO here. So 76 against Regice 6. We could swap in Snorlax. I don't know. Double Team's kind of annoying. So Regice 6 against some of these Menses. Salamence 1. No, that's not doing 76. That actually is likely... Oh, let's put Regice, or Articuno in there too. So Mence, it would have to be 7 or 8. It was no phrase, so I think it's likely to be 7. Yeah, okay. So it's likely 7 or 8, but it couldn't be high risk. But like, we know it's not some Articunos. Hold on here. So it's one of those. It's not Articuno 345. Okay, we know that. Oh, those in pink, I guess. It's not Articuno 345 because of high risk. It's not Articuno 2 because of Ursaring. It could be Articuno 6 or 1. Although if it's Salmon 7, it's not 1. So I feel like it's almost likely to be 6. Because Salamence could be Lunum. So I think it's more likely to be 6. It still could be 1. Let's see what the Ursaring sees right now. Because I don't think I'm scared of Articuno 6 against Snorlax. I mean, how much? I'm just kind of curious what they do against Snorlax. Certainly against Regice, they do nothing. But actually, if I save Regice, Regice could actually beat both of these pretty easily, I think. So maybe Snorlax isn't as important, and we bait the Freddy fast beam kill into Snorlax. Or into Regice and then switch into Snorlax. I'm not picking that. This 20. Same thing. So, yeah, one's docile. One's modest. Okay. So, Ursaring 6 does 56. He's got one double team. For Alligator 4 does 22 with Ace. I feel like we just Ace and get damage off. He's not going to see a kill. What into Regice, though? He does not see a kill right now. No, he does. Hold on. I think he guaranteed 260. He does see a kill. So let's go to Lax and let's just Ace the Ursaring and get damage off. That's fine too, I think. Unless it puts us in the kill range, it's kind of annoying. No way. He doubled. Wait, why would he not go for the kill? What? How did he not see a kill? Oh, wait. Oh, we're intimidated for Alligator. We are intimidated, which is kind of annoying. And how much did that Ice Beam do? We actually could figure this out. It did 102. No, 112. Could be Articuno 1. It has to be Articuno 1. Okay. So it doesn't have rest, so I think that's actually good. Freddy ended one of your tower runs. Yeah, this is interesting because he hasn't Swords Danced. He's got 2 double teams though, which is super annoying. Oh man. Do we just go for a Thrust? Because he's not gonna see a kill on Snorlax. That's I mean, yeah, that would do big damage. He would see a kill into either, though, if he Sword Stances, which is kind of frustrating. I kind of wonder if we Ace again, because if we do 55, I think we should be fine. Okay, no freeze. He just yawns. Interesting. Okay, we can swap out. Oh my gosh, we get the Thrust. Actually, we might just stay in now. Yeah, we're definitely gonna stay in. Ace and Frost. Yeah. Crit. Yeah. Got him. Okay. That's. Oh my gosh, we crit him back. Crit for crit, buddy. That's funny. Why did that's crazy? He never sword stanced, and why did he not go for that? I'm actually curious about. Why did it not? Okay, Regice. There is no way he did not see a kill. We had 260. Why would he? That's so weird. No type. Free spirited. We're definitely swapping. Ooh. Actually, let's just no type free spirited. I think we take the. I guess we. Fighting types are going to be a little bit annoying, but I think we take the. I think we take the Salamence. Yeah, I think we take the Salamence for the. Well, okay, so if we take. So Frogger's not actually getting killed by that much except for Zapdos. The problem is. I don't know. This is tough. Do we keep the 31 ID Gator with Ace, which could be useful, or do we take Salamence separate up front with the Lax? I guess it's a little bit annoying, but if we see like Lotties, I guess we're just swapping in a Regice, healing, and Shadow Balling. I just don't know if I like them being that slow. Let's see. This is a tough decision, actually. Hold on. I gotta change the phrase here. No type, no phrase. Yeah. Alright, no type, no phrase. Man. Do we swap the Gator or the Regice? That is tough. This Regice without Amnesia is a little bit annoying. I mean, we're... Any Ice type up front we're going to be in trouble with, but Snorlax should be able to handle them. Salamence will draw the moves and Intimidate right away, which is pretty huge. It's got Flamethrower for the Steel types. But, like, then again, are we pretty fine with Frogger up front? And I guess we can swap out EQ if we ever wanted to, which is kind of cool. I don't know, so maybe Salamence in the back makes more sense. Not a lot of stuff is going to see KOs on Gator. I mean, I guess if we had to face a Lottie, we would just go Shadow Ball and Beam, and that would KO 42 to 50. Yeah, yeah, basically guaranteed KO. So I guess we would just go that, and then Lax plus Mence probably does fine. I don't know. Slow. If it was a 31 IV Regice, we'd definitely be swapping them for Alligator. But a 3 IV Regice, I am worried about speed as well as just because Snorlax is already slow, and then I'm kind of worried about yeah, just something in the back coming in and taking it out because we don't have Amnesia to sustain. Okay. Man, I kind of want to swap the Regice, as weird as that sounds. I don't think running into a Regice is scary. But what I don't like is that Salamence, although it's fast, it doesn't have anything fast enough to KO the Ice types with it. So I'm just swapping a Regice a lot of times, and it's a little too passive. I think I'm swapping the Regice for Mence. Yeah. Gotta do it. Something like Raikou could get scary. I'm probably channeling the Raikou right now. Meta? Well... Yeah. This is actually kind of a perfect reason to swap in an Earthquake, I guess. Well, let me see. Yeah, probably. Mence 8. So, 3 IV Mence 8 against Meta. Yeah, we're not dying to mash. For Alligator, does do 50% with Earthquake. But it doesn't really matter because Salamence, well, all we need is a little bit of chip. So I guess we swap in Earthquake, Flamethrower, and then Hydro. Or Ice Beam. Is there ever a reason why we would Hydro off the bat? I don't think so. I mean, because we could go Hydro. Like, is there a reason to swap in? I guess on the chance that it somehow booms, having Snorlax in the back to 1v1 is going to be better. I mean, it's not like Meganium can KO unless it's the Ancient Power one. It would be kind of annoying. I mean, it could be... let's see. Meta is actually a very good reason to not have a Regice too, now that I think about it. He's not going to Ice Punch Snorlax. Yeah, I mean, he could mash me, which is kind of annoying. I could also swap back as he goes for something. Yeah, well... Okay, let's Earthquake. Yeah, because I could swap. There could be a world where I want to swap back. Okay, nice crit. Let's just do that on the meta too. Scope lens. Just double teams. Okay, that did big damage. 162. Gotta be Meganium 4. Okay, because Meganium 3 is no attack. Yeah, it's Meganium 4. How much do we do with Flamethrower against Meganium 4? Only 66. I think we just want to take out the meta. Because we outspeed, so we can just double the Meganium if we want. But I'd rather get rid of the meta right now. With Earthquake Flamethrower. Okay. Wow, it goes for Ancient Power. So that did about 35 on the Kang. Meganium 4, Meta 3. It's nice that it can't be Kang 4. And it can't be... Well, I guess we can check the damage to see if it's Kang 3 or 1 or 2. So Earthquake's doing 38 to 45. That did about 35, I would say. Yeah, that's gonna be King 1 or 2. In which case, I think they both kind of lose some ments, to be honest. I guess King 1 could be annoying. I guess it could fake out here. Let's just swap out the Gator. Do we want to swap out the Gator? I'm just thinking about fake out. If it fake out Giga Drains the Meganium, I think we're fine. So yeah, I guess let's just beam. Oh, I guess let's ace and flamethrower. Doesn't fake out, so it's probably King 2. Got him, and it was King 2. Got him with the crit pump. Blind, high risk. Zapdos a little bit scary, but I think other than that, we're probably fine. And against Zapdos, I guess we switch to Ments 8 and just trust. Still a little bit scary. I mean, we could take the meta. I mean, meta's really only worried about... Meta and Ments are a really good combo. Oh. Meta and Ments are a really good combo, but... I don't know, I kind of like the 31 IV Gator. I guess it's not as good in a Regice, which is kind of... But Regice isn't scary for Lax. Meta's okay against the fighting types. I think Ace is pretty good. I think I guess we'll keep the beam. Yeah, we'll keep the 31 IV Gator. Trust the 31 IVs. What do we say? Trust 31 IVs. Dodrio Charizard. So this Charizard could be Earthquaking. Do we ever just... Okay, so let's see. So I'm kind of thinking we swap out the Lax. Charizard and Dodrio. So it's very likely Charizard 4, which is going to Earthquake. In which case, I guess we can't Intimidate it with Whiter, which is kind of annoying. So maybe we do stay in. Dodrio could be 2, 3, 4. The thing about that is, do we... Okay, oh, we do... Do we have to worry about Dodrio 2 Double Edge, which is 50 to 58 after Charizard Earthquake? No, actually. 50 to 58. I guess if they got a high roll, we would. But Snorlax 8 could just go with a return of the Lax, because it's not even... Charizard isn't even doing that much. I think that's what we do. Actually, it does return KO Dodrio, though. Not always. We don't want to put it in Salac range if it's Dodrio 4. It is annoying that it could protect, so we could Hydro. And I guess if we... I guess, is there a point in ever swapping in Salamence? I guess it could be Charizard 4 Guess Thick Fat. or Charizard 3. Yes, Thick Fat, and no, that would Brick Break. I guess. Oh, we could swap in Lax on the next turn if we want, or yeah. If Dodrio protects, we'll swap in Salamence on the next turn. Okay, it does protect. That is annoying. Actually, it could protect again. Let's actually swap. Do we? Let's see. Actually, this is interesting. Maybe well... We could go for a Protect again. I think he's likely to. But he's not likely to hit it. It's annoying. We speed tie as well, which is kind of annoying. Means Charizard's not doing much with Earthquake. But if I swap it, I guarantee I can't get KO'd by Dodrio. But if Dodrio hits me, then I guess that's kind of annoying. Does go for the double and it fails. That's the perfect scenario. Yeah. Okay. Ice Beam Shadow Ball. Okay. Alright. Six match. No type, high risk. Okay, all these high risk trainers. We're gonna keep. This feels like a good squad. Fralger's been putting in work. Right on Blastoise. Well, that's exactly why we're gonna pump. No question. There's nothing really we can do. I guess we could go for a crit thrust on the Blastoise. Blastoise could counter because it's high risk, which is a little annoying, but I don't think we want to swap in Salamence because Blastoise 3, we will get hit for a big counter, potentially, but we also could crit and KO, so I think that's fine. Yeah, it's more likely to be Mirror Code anyways. Do we ever go Ice Beam and Rhydon? Probably not. We could guarantee kill with Beam Beam. Actually, wait, so Beam does 63 into that one. What about... Ooh. It's high risk, so it's more likely to be... maybe we do actually go Beam Shadow Ball, because we outspeed the Rhydon. That actually might be the play. I guess it could be Rhydon 2, though. Do I ever, well, so 61, yeah, I'm not killing the Snorlax, yeah. So I'm only killing Rhydon 3 or 4. Those are the more likely ones. I mean, I guess that's kind of annoying if it's Rhydon 2. We could get countered, though. We could also crit with either one or freeze. I think that's worth the risk, rather than missing a pump. That would be really bad. Okay. Nice, it's 3 or 4. Nice. Espeon, and it counters. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it is counter. That's amazing. Blastoise 3, Rhydon 3 or 4. Could be any Espeon. I think all the Espeons we just KO. We don't actually. So Espeon 1, I think we're gonna go see 79. It could Calm Mind. In which case, oh, we do have speed with Salamence too. That's actually awesome. Yeah, we KO with Ace, even if the Calm Mind's okay. Let's do that. Because it could be Bright Powder. Sweet. There's the Ace, there's Shadow Ball, counters again. There's the Hydro and the Belly Drum. Doesn't even matter. Alright, got him. I guess I should have checked what Espeon that was. 7th match. No type. High risk. Yeah, we're just gonna keep. No Rhydon. Yeah, the 31 IVs have been putting in work. Well, this is annoying. High risk Lapras. We are really hoping for Lapras 3. Lapras 7 or 8 are gonna be horrendous. I guess what I want to think about is, do we actually drum here? We don't outspeed. We will just KO. So we either go return. It is 6 IVs, but we still triple KO it. Okay, so we either go Belly Drum return, that's 2 turns, or we hit it with return. So I guess if we want to go Belly Drum return, we give it 3 chances to Horn Drill, versus if we just return right off the bat, then it could rest potentially, and we could get it into a rest loop. We also have the benefit of it going for Sing and us being Chesto. Can it attract? Yes, it can attract both. How much does Feraligatr do to this thing? Like, are we gonna need to kill this? I guess we can just keep Quaking if Mence comes in. Mence has to come in. With Declaw, we actually do a decent amount. We could get it to Rest Loop. I mean, it's gonna be Sleep Talking, but I think the return is worth it. I guess the question is there anything Typhlosion could do that's kind of scary? Because we're not Thick Fat, but he could guess that. But like, do we just? I guess the problem is, what if something in the back can KO Snorlax as it comes in? If it's Lapras 3 or 5, I don't think I care. It also could be any Lapras too. I guess that's also kind of a benefit of return, because it could just straight up be Typhlosion 3, and it could be any Lapras, and then it could just be like Ice Beaming me or Hydro Pumping me as I Belly Drum. So I think Belly Drum's still a little too risky here. I could swap in Mence. I think we're gonna go for the Lapras. Does go for Overheat. We hit the pump. Cradily, that's fine. Does go T-Bolt. Okay, we'll have to see what Lapras that is. Nope, that's 5. so it did 2-0. I guess we can check both of them. Not that it necessarily matters, but we did about 48 to Lapras with return, and let's see. I guess, yeah. Let's see, 48 versus like Lapras 4. Yeah, honestly, it could be either. Wait, actually, we can check the damage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that's gotta be Lapras. Well, wait. No, okay, that's probably still either. Hold on. It did 196. Sorry, 190, yeah, 196. That's a high roll on Lapras 5. Dang, it could be either. It could be either. Honestly. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Either way, they're going to see a kill. But, as long as we take it out, Cradily cannot beat both my other mods. So I think because... So Lapras 5 is... Oh wait, Lapras 5 is Shell Bell. No, but we attack after. So I guess we'd find out after. But I do have to consider it being Shell Bell. So... Lapras 5 is going to heal a little bit, but if we just ace for 20, then it's not going to heal 20 back, and we should be able to return with Snorlax against Lapras. I guess Lapras 4 is what we should be looking at. So return... Oh, but Lapras... That won't heal. So the minimum we're going to do is 41. Let's say we did 48, that's 90. We're fine. Ace is doing 16, yeah. Okay. Funny how much you use Ace with Froggator 4. Okay, it is Lapras 4. Okay, crit boost could have been annoying there. I guess so against Cradily 2, crit boost is still scary. We just Shadow Ball this, and I guess if we belly drummed, it would just keep psyching us up, which is kind of funny. But we've already taken some damage, so we'd have to heal. But that is kind of funny, right? I think it would. I think it would just literally keep psyching us up. Well, it is intimidated too. I guess we go flamethrower. Do we go attract belly drum? I think that's actually kind of funny. Let's attract and go belly drum. And see if it just keeps psyching us up. I don't know if it's mobilized by love. Okay. Flamethrower, rest. Oh, it's mobilized again. Okay. Yeah, I think it would, because it's +5. I think it would because it's +5. I think we can do another round. That one was somewhat quicker. We can try to do another round. 112. Might have to stop mid-round. I guess we'll see. No type. No phrase. Okay. Okay, I'll take a Charizard. Charizard 3? Yeah, I'll take that. Heck yeah. It's probably the best Charizard. 299? Yeah, we don't want Speed Jolteon. But 299 is good speed. We just need something to eat. We just need a ground type in the back, I suppose. Or we could take this in the back, too. We've got an Earthquake Mon next to it. And actually, we actually outspeed Lottie's and KO him, because we can go Dragon Claw Crunch, right? 52. Oh, we can double edge or crunch, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can Earthquake the Jolteons, too. Okay, we've got it. That can take electric hits, and it can take Earthquake hits. That actually could be fine. Guess we have to worry about... How's Charizard 3 do against Starmie? Nice. Okay, we can go Bite. Not faster, but it would go for Ice Beam and Immense. And we could actually Endure, and then we could Earthquake. Oh, that's crazy. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Cradily3. Cradily3 could be a play in the back. I mean, if we see a Jolteon, we could just... Yeah, if we see a Jolteon, we have to swap out. So we could honestly swap an EQ. That's actually not... That's honestly not bad. Oh, okay. Ludi could also be a play. Ludicolo 1. We've got Immense. Or, sorry, not Immense. A T-Tar. T-Tar could be a play. No. I can't take T-Tar with Immense 3. That would just be a disaster. Yeah, I don't think I can take that Immense. Or that T-Tar. That's actually 8, too. I kind of like that one. No. 9 or 7? Yeah, 9. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've got a Raikou. Oh man, that's interesting. Oh, so we kind of would still suck against Jolteons. Oh, that's so interesting. What would we do against a Raikou? I guess... So Raikou, man, I don't know if we can take this Raikou. We'll have to think about it. Well, one thing we could do actually is lead Raikou. Well, we could lead Raikou Ments. Swap out Raikou to Charizard. The problem is there is a, like, Jolteon 1 would still T-Bolt the Raikou, right? Yeah. It's faster. We could protect. It is kind of annoying. It would be better into all the water ice types. Man. Yeah, that is kind of an... Oh, man. That is annoying. Sorry, Raikou 3. Like Raikou Ments. Raikou Ments would normally be... If it was Ments 8, I think I would go Raikou Ments. Against Ments 3, it gets a little tricky because I can't Earthquake. So I'm literally just... I'm actually worse against Lotties, too. If I lead Raikou. It's so annoying. Raikou 4 would even be a little bit different because I could at least fight them. Man. Yeah, I mean, if I face a Raikou... I'm KOing with Earthquake. It's going to go for the Charizard, and I swap into Cradily. I literally think Cradily is the play here. Ice types do get kind of tricky. Ice types definitely get tricky. But Cradily could even Sunny Day for Charizard. Or swap out as a water type. I mean, ideally we get like a Blissey. That would honestly be ideal. Ideally we get like a Blissey or a Lax to put in the back. But I think for now, there's just too many issues with T-Tar Raikou. Technically, Ludi works, but Ludi is also neutral to electric, which I don't love. I think I'd honestly rather take the Cradily. Which is neutral to Earthquake, but it resists, so like... So I'm taking... So I'd be taking 33... versus Ludi 1 would be taking 19. So 33 versus 19, but I have lefties and say with Raikou 1. So I'd be taking 33 plus 21. I'd be taking 50 roughly. So I'd be taking 50, and then I would heal back. So I'd be like a little bit above that, like probably 47 or something. And then, but Ludi, I mean, Luigi's taking 19 plus 45. Luigi's taking like 65 of them. I'm slow and I can't even do anything. At least Cradily can eat some more hits. And there's Intimidate. I'm taking Cradily3, baby. That's the play. I am confident in this. This is the play. Cradily3. Bulk in the back. First three. Best three. You see a Lax or a Blissey. And there is a Starmie. Okay. So... okay, so this is kind of annoying. Oh gosh. Okay, so there's a couple annoying things. So, here's the annoying things. Dodrio Talents. It's not Dodrio 2, so it's Dodrio is not protecting here. So, Charizard 3, Dodrio is not protecting. I have a guaranteed kill on Dodrio. I think I take that. And Starmie, so here's the thing. Starmie could be, it could be, so it's, oh, it actually could protect. Oh, it could protect. It's Dodrio 4 that's the honest. So it actually could protect. It's 1 out of 3 protect. It's actually probably 1 out of 2 because some of the Starmies have Lum. So it's actually more likely to be Dodrio 1, actually. Which is also fine. But I don't think I want to let it get a double edge off. So the thing about Starmie is Starmie 1 is sort of annoying with T-Wave. Starmie 2 is a little bit, is actually fine. Yeah, Starmie 2 is fine. Actually, does Starmie 2 see a kill with Thunder? Hydro, sorry, sees a kill with Hydro. So that's kind of annoying, but that is kind of annoying. Starmie 3, 4. So Starmie, so really it's Starmie 3, 4, 7 that are kind of annoying. So Starmie 3 against Salamence. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. So Starmie 3 against Salamence. Well, okay, wait. Let me think about this. So if it's Starmie, let's just think about the Starmie 3 and 4 option, because they're going to be kind of annoying. So Starmie 3, it's going to guarantee Beam Mets. So against Starmie 3, it's beaming Mets. Starmie 3, 4, 7, Beam Mets. In which case, I can crunch, but I'm not gonna KO. And I will be faster, but I'm not gonna KO. So I need the chip from Charizard there, which is kind of annoying. Now, in which case I would bite the Starmie. I guess Intimidate Dodrio isn't that scary either for Cradily. So Cradily could 1v1 that, I think. Yeah, Cradily can 1v1 that. So, but can I 1v2 it? Whatever's in the back. It's not a water type. It's probably not a ground type because it's probably high risk. I guess it could be a rock. But I guess so. I guess what I'm thinking is, but then the other case. So let's say it's Starmie 5. Well, Starmie 5 would light screen. Starmie 6 would T-Wave, which is also kind of. Starmie 8 would actually Cosmic Power. So are any of the Starmies actually hitting Charizard? Starmie 1 with T-Wave. I think Starmie 2 is the only one that's hitting Charizard. So in most cases, even if it doesn't beam, or pump, it does something annoying like T-Wave or whatever. But I think in most of those cases, then I'm just hitting the Dodrio with Flamethrower the next turn. And I'm maybe swapping in Cradily to take a T-Wave if I can't kill the Starmie. I could crit the Bite right here. And actually, Charizard is Lum. So if it T-Waves the Charizard, it can T-Wave me again, which is good. But I think I always have to go Bite and Door, unfortunately. See, it would be cool if I... So if Charizard... I guess it... I was going to say, if I Flamethrower the Dodrio, it would be cool if I could then get a boosted Earthquake off on the Starmie. Yeah, Starmie will just KO the Mence, but I could then just finish it off with Charizard. Then you have Charizard and something else for the 1v1. But this... Well... Yeah, let's go Bite and Endure, because Bite also helps against Starmie too. It does have Beam, okay. So it is 3, 4, or 7. Okay. And Dodrio is... hopefully Dodrio's attacking Mence. So that's kind of actually, that's actually not bad. Because now they're going to see kills... Yeah, so they're not... He's definitely not going to protect, which is cool. So I'm actually free to go Flamethrower and Crunch. Okay, no Bright Powder. And we outspeed. Okay, cool. Flamethrower, Earthquake. So Earthquake did about half on that Registeel. Fighting, high risk. Okay. So fighting high risk. Cradilly's not going to be good, but I think we're probably still fine to keep. Man, can you imagine taking a Starmie 3-4-7? Fighting high risk. Yeah, I can't really take... I'm just so weak to electrics if I take Starmie. I'm so weak to electrics. I mean, I'm faster than a lot of them, but like Jolteons are still really problematic. I can't take Starmie. I could take Starmie... I mean, I could take it for a lead, but I kind of like this lead. I think I just need a Lax or a Blissey. Yeah. Or Meganium too. That might be better than Cradily. Yeah. We're gonna keep. Blaziken, Machamp. Alright, so Blaziken does have Rock Slide, so does Machamp. Machamp could have Ice Punch. Okay, it is a whiter Blaziken. Just, so Blaziken, that actually gives us some good information. So Blaziken 4, which has Thunder Punch and Rock Slide, and it's not intimidated. So, let's look at that. We probably just go EQ Flamethrower, though, into Machamp, I think. Because Blazing can't be Quick Claw. Rock Slide only does 60 anyways. So he said, Salamence guaranteed KOs this thing unless Machamp gets like a Quick Claw Ice Punch. Which wouldn't even KO, it would have to freeze me. And we're doing 53 with Earthquake against that Machamp, which is one of the scarier ones. I guess, yeah. And then, how much are we doing against Machamp? I'm just kind of curious. How much are we doing against Machamp on the Rock Slide? 44. Because it could counter. But Charizard is 56, so we're actually fine. Yeah. Okay, no Quick Claw action. Okay, yeah, that looks like around 56. That's probably a HP invested in Champ. Yeah, because how much would Champ 3 have taken? Yes, that's gotta be an HP investment Champ. Oh, Focus Band. Oh, I could counter here. That's so annoying. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Rock Slides. Okay, no crit. Crit on Ment would have been really bad because... Oh, jeez. Okay. So Machamp 6 with Focus. No, has Rock Slide. It's Machamp 8. Oh, with Revenge. It could have countered there too. Dang. So Machamp 8. Manectric does not see a kill on Mets. So Manectric 1 with Magnet. We do outspeed with Charizard actually, so we actually are fine to stay in. And just Flamethrower the Manectric. Yeah, let's just do that. Manectric can't actually stop anything because it's yeah, Manectric cannot stop this. So we're good to Flamethrower. Okay. Yeah. Charizard 3. Big damage. Alright. And I guess we just... there's no point in doing anything else. Whatever, we'll just crunch. No Focus Band. Needed your 5 Focus Bands to kill me. Although with Revenge, I feel like Cradily would have won. Because I could have done sub stuff, maybe. No type. Battle Flow. Okay. Hopefully some grasses. Not some waters. Waters would be kind of annoying here. Yeah, we are... Oh, what was the first model we were facing? Blaziken. Yeah, we're not taking Blaziken. Okay. Gator Entei? Gator Pump is annoying, but like, doesn't this... It doesn't have to be Gator 1, but it's so likely to be Gator 1. It's so likely to be Gator 1. Okay, so Entei very likely to be 2 and Gator 1. I think it's Bright Powder and Reflect. And it is faster, which could Reflect, which is kind of annoying. It doesn't do anything to Salamence. So, well, okay, so let's think about this. So it doesn't do anything to Salamence. So really, we have to worry about if Entei in the back, or if the Feraligatr is a Pump Beam one. Because if it's not Pump Beam, then it doesn't do anything to me. And if it is Pump Beam, we kind of need to take it out. Because regardless of what the Entei is, it's not going to do anything. But the annoying thing is it could set up a Reflect. So if it was for Alligator 3, and it had a Reflect up, we would only be doing 26. Well, actually, for Alligator 3 wouldn't be that bad. Alligator 4 could see it go with Ice Beam, or it could put me into Salac range. And that's tricky. I don't think there's any better play, though, we have. Because we don't want to swap Cradily into a beam. Now, I guess with Charizard, we're doing 40 with that. Charizard is doing, and we do, I think we do kill, although Entei's probably going to set up a Reflector any day. We don't actually kill, but we do outspeed with Charizard. But I guess against, for Alligator like 2 or 3, we would just bite for the flinch. And it doesn't always see a kill with Pump either. We could go for Beam, but either way, I think we go, because either way, if we get crits with Earthquake or Bite, we're in pretty good position. So there's not, I mean, it's kind of a, it's not an ideal play, but okay, he does go Sunny Day instead of Reflect, which is good. Oh, Sunny Day prevents the, it prevents the freeze and it prevents the Hydro from killing. So that's actually insanely good for us. And Cradily can just come in and Solar Beam if it needs to. I think that's a bulkier. Oh, actually, I don't know if it is a bulkier. We don't get the roll. Wow. It was 1 and it aces. That's hilarious. So we definitely just go Earthquake again and we bite the Entei. Okay, we hit. Nice. I guess we could Dragon Claw, doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's pick it up. No. Oh well. Glalie, that's a big damage, Glalie. Okay. It's fine. Was it 4th match? No type. 1 of endurance. Okay. That's 3. No, we're not gonna swap. Gotta run with the squad. 31 IV. Ooh. 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 That's not a fun lead. That is not a fun lead. Ooh. Okay, hold on. That is not a fun lead. Okay, so very likely to be Alakazam 2, which is gonna T-Wave, which is kind of annoying, and then Electrode 1 or 3. So how does 1... Actually, is this fine? Hold on. He could protect, because if he sees a kill, he's gonna go for it though. And what's Alakazam 2? 248, yeah. But if it's not, it could be, I mean, it totally could be Alakazam 1, which sees an Ice Punch kill into Salamence. I mean, this is the exact kind of horrendous lead that you can't really do anything about, because, how about Electrode 2, which is certainly going to see a kill, and 3, which is going to see a kill, but we at least get a kill with Earthquake. I think, I mean, it's very likely to be Alakazam 1 and Electrode 1. Okay, so Alakazam, you have a good chance to KO with Flamethrower. Oh, I get, 1 second. Oh! Okay. So, Charizard outspeeds everything. So Charizard outspeeds everything, in which case we're not swapping Charizard out no matter what. We have to keep Charizard in. Now, if it's Electrode 3, well, Electrode 2 against Charizard. Because it's not special attack invested, it doesn't see a kill, it's so likely to be Electrode 1. I do Oko Electrode 3. Now, Electrode 1 If it doesn't, the problem is if Electrode 1 doesn't see a kill, if Electrode 1 doesn't see a kill, it's going to T-Bolt. And if it T-Bolts, it could KO. It's, but like, the only way to protect Mence is to KO the Alakazam, in which case I kind of feel like I have to Flamethrower the Alakazam. So I mean, I have a 37% chance to Oko plus crits. And so that's actually higher than Bite flinch chance. So, I mean, if it's Alakazam 1 or 4, I'm just toast. But like, even if... But basically, even if I get... But like, so Electrode 1 could protect if it doesn't see the kill. It's only the 2 highest rolls. It's only the 2 highest rolls. It's got to see that roll and go for it. I think I just Earthquake. If Electrode, because if Electrode protects, and I'm somehow able to KO Alakazam, even if I'm not able to KO Alakazam, then I just pick off the Alakazam with Bite or something, and then I just sub with Cradily and hope that Cradily can win the... Obviously, it's beating the 1v1 against Electrode, but hopefully I can beat the back mob. That's got to be the play. The only other play is Indoor, and I don't think that makes sense. So, the reason I don't think Indoor makes sense is, let's say Alakazam lives, and it goes Calm Mind or something like that, and I don't Earthquake. If it lives, and then Charizard dies, and then it goes Calm, and then... Well, after a Calm Mind, what does it see in a minute? I guess I'd want to pick off that Alakazam with Charizard. So if I Flamethrower, yeah, I think this is a good mid ground, because if Charizard dies. If I just Endure and they don't, and it's like Protect Calm Mind, or it's Protect Calm Mind, fine. I guess if I Endure and it's Protect Ice Punch, that's fine. If it's T-Bolt Ice Punch, that's fine. I guess if I Endure, the only bad part would be if it's... Yeah. I guess the only bad part would be if it's Calm Mind and it gets the T-Bolt KO. But if it does that, will it see a kill? Because then I could just Endure the next turn. Well, no, because I've already Endured. But will it go Calm Mind? No, it won't go Calm Mind again either. But then maybe Electrode would protect because it wouldn't see a kill, or it would Light Screen. Yeah, it doesn't see a kill after 1. So I guess I would go, yeah, so I guess I would go Crunch. Maybe Endure is the play. Because then I would go Crunch. The only reason Endure's, I guess the only reason Endure's sort of annoying is if I KO the Alakazam and the Electrode protects, then what am I doing? Then I still have to kill the Electrode. But Cradily just 1v1s the Electrode, so I can kind of ignore the Electrode. Because Cradily 1v1s. So yeah. I guess I do Endure. Yeah. But if I'm Enduring, do I need to go for the Oko? Or do I go for the Bite? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I'll go for the Oko. It does go for Protect. Huge. Let's see what this Alakazam does. And we get the Oko. Okay, we could just Earthquake. Man. Earthquake into Ursaring. I think we just go Flamethrower Earthquake and we win. So it's Electrode 1 for sure. We don't know what Alakazam it was, but it's not 3. We know it's not Ursa 6. Or 2. And if it's Quick Claw 1 and 2, wait. Yeah, the Quick Claw ones don't have Rock Slide. I guess the most annoying would be like Bright Powder 4 with Rock Slide. Flamethrower does 63. Salamence 3 does 47, so we're fine. Okay, it might have seen the kill with T-Bolt here, which is fine as long as we hit both our moves. Goes light screen, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, and we hit both. Okay. Woo! 5th match. No type. High risk. We're not taken, although that is a scary squad. Oh, yeah, we're kind of locked in with this team, unfortunately. We haven't even had to use it, really. Okay, Arrow, kind of annoying, and Hypno. No type high risk. So Arrow, Intimidated, probably still sees a kill. Not against Mets, but obviously against Charizard. Yeah, still sees a kill. We are slower. We kind of have to go Cradily on this. Cradily3. The problem is, obviously it could get a boost. Salamence 3. Crunch doesn't even... Oh, Arrow's a problem. Arrow is a problem. Hypno also is a problem because... Man. Hypno... Ice Punch does 80, but I guess we just... I guess we would... Yeah, Hypno... I guess we go for the Arrow. Yeah. We have to go for the Arrow with a Crunch. Okay, it's not 2, which is huge, but Ice Punch does pick us up, which is unfortunate. That's really annoying. But that one doesn't have speed. So we do outspeed. And we can Dragon Claw this Arrow. And then the question is, do we... So... I'm gonna do 49. And it can't Terrorize me, so that's good. So what do we do? Man, I can't believe... it wouldn't have mattered if we crunched the Hypno, I don't think. I think getting rid of the Arrow is still fine. I guess like, Arrow didn't have to have a rock move. It could have been Arrow 4. The rock slide's still pretty annoying. So it's Arrow 3 or 4, Hypno 1 or 4. How does Cradily do against Hypno? We don't outspeed, which is really unfortunate. Ice Punch does about 3. It's not going to 3-shot us with Ice Punches. It's basically guaranteed to 4 hit KO, but we could sub or Sunny Day and then it can't freeze us. So, actually, do we Sunny Day here? Do we Dragon Claw Sunny Day? Because Hypno against Charizard 3... Oh, in the sun, we're not going to KO, but... It's annoying. But we could KO something in the back after a Sunny Day. I think we Sunny Day, and we... Oh, wait, Dragon Claw. Ooh. That's really nice that they went for me. I think we're going to double the Hypno. Hopefully Cradily can 1v1 the Snorlax, if we have to. Do we ever go Bite, though? Even in the sun... We can't tell what Hypno it is. How much does Cradily do? Soul Beam 41, so we do kind of have to Flamethrower, don't we? It's annoying they split their moves. What's Snorlax gonna do? Curse. Does go for Mega Kick, that could be fine. It's a high-risk Snorlax. With Mega Kick? No, wait. No type high risk. Yeah, it's a high-risk Snorlax with Mega Kick. That's horrible because he has Brick Break and Counter. So it's Snorlax 5. Man, it'd be nice if we had that thing intimidated. Brick Break's not KOing though. I mean, it has Quick Claw. I guess Solar Beam does big damage into it. We just gotta go Solar Beam, Solar Beam, Solar Beam. We've got Sun, Solar Beam, so we have 3 turns of Sun. Let's get a crit Solar Beam right here. Come on, crit. Okay. Are we in kill range? 129. Gosh, we are perfectly in kill range. So we have to recover. Okay, no Quick Claw. Okay, 138. Yeah, wait, how many recovers do we have? 20? Do we just... I mean, it could crit, but do we stall out the Brick Breaks? Oh, gosh. Do we have to stall out the Brick Breaks? I think we do. I think we have to stall out the Brick Breaks. Yeah, we do. We have to hope for no Quick Claw crit. I think we have to stall out the Brick Breaks. Oh gosh, hold on. Brick Break. It's used 2 of them. We'll just keep track of that. And yes, we are gonna. I can lose to crit into Quick Claw or Quick Claw. Yeah, I can definitely still lose. But if I spam Recover, it might end up countering, and then maybe I can get a sub off and get a Sunny Day. Yeah, it counters. Okay. And let's get a sub off. And it counters. Okay. Let's get a Sunny Day. So right now, 273. So even with 2 Brick Breaks, I mean, I guess Solar Beam is kind of the play. I don't think sub is, based on Quick Claw Brick Break. Well, it's just Solar Beam. Yeah, we're at 162. That's higher than Quick Claw. It's just Solar Beam. Got him. 6th match. Do we try to finish it out? Sure. No type, no phrase. Do we take that lax? Snorlax 5? We don't know if it's thick fat. No type, no phrase. How much does it take from Salamence? Only 30 something. Doesn't have Earthquake. I don't love that lax. I think we're gonna keep the Cradily. Trust the Cradily for science. Yeah. Maybe I was guaranteed. Okay, Medicham Entei. We're definitely going to go for the Medicham. We'll just make sure it doesn't get in the Salac range. Medi-3 Ice Punch. Annoying. Earthquake is 72. I guess that would put it in the Salac range, but I think that's actually fine because it doesn't KO me with Reversal. And Charizard Flamethrower almost guarantees it, so we're just going to double that slot. I guess we could Bite. No, let's Flamethrower in case it fakes out. Or if we just get the Oko and then Earthquake something in the back, like a Lapras. Sunny Day again. Sunny Day Entei showing up again. Thank you. I guess we'll Earthquake and Flamethrower. Sunny Day Entei can't really do anything, can he? Quick Claw, Lapras, Ice Beam, annoying. Into Entei, Fire Blast. But Quick Claw, Lapras, I think, dies to Sun. Flamethrower. 72. Yeah. Yeah. So let's do that. Yeah. Oh, bright powdered. Bright powdered. Got him. Seventh match. Steel, no phrase. Do I ever keep the Cradily here? Or do I take the Lapras? But, like, it's Steel No Phrase, but it could still, I mean, almost every time I'm going Flamethrower, Earthquake. Is there ever a Steel type that could lose me the game? I guess if a Steel Quick Claw Boom crit or something annoying. Would I want Cradily to be able to 1v1? Cradily would have a tough time 1v1ing a steel type. Do I take the Entei? Can't really Earthquake next time. I guess I could take the Lapras. Lapras isn't as good into electrics. If there was like a Jolteon or something, would I just go Entei, accept the... I guess I would go Entei and accept... I don't know. Steel type. It probably was like Lapras 2 or 4. I guess I wouldn't be able to Earthquake an electric type. Oh man, Cradily, yeah, Cradily feels weird, but it feels like it could be useful to like swap around. Reset Intimidate for Ments. I guess Lapras would be able to take the ice hits. It's probably... Lapras is probably a better play. Because how many steel types is Cradily even doing anything to? But if something had an ice move, I could swap out Salamence. Let me just look at the steals real quick. Wait, not that. Aggron could get a Quick Claw, Rock Slide, crit, something annoying. I guess I'd be fine against Aggron. Scizor, Steelix. I mean, technically, Cradily is okay against Steelix. Yeah, I guess, you know, Lapras is probably better. I guess we'll take the Lapras. I don't think Entei adds much to our team. Let's take the Lapras. Ninetales Fortress. Okay, we've got Intimidate. It is Lapras 4 and there's a Steel type in the back. Lapras 4 can probably 1v1 a Steel type if it had to. I guess we'll just Flamethrower Earthquake. Is it more ideal? Well, it could be Focus Band Fortress, boom, in which case Earthquake would be the correct play. So we will do that, but it can't be, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, it can't be Quick Claw Steel, or Fortress. But we could get Burn, and we could double it up with Earthquake. No Focus Band, okay. We do get the Earthquake off. And swap it. There we go. Alright. Thank you for abiding by my intermission. We're gonna call it here. Yeah, unfortunately. We'll call it here. And we will see you guys all for round 13 and beyond. Alright.